You are prepping for the role of a lifetime. February 23, 2015. Dear ones, perhaps you feel as if your nerves are on top of your skin, that you are readdressing issues you thought you addressed long ago, or you are angry for seemingly little or no reason. Know that you are undergoing a major transition at this time. All of Earth are now under the influence of the energies building within your environment. Those of you who climbed your mountain are definitely angry. Where's the fun? Where's the joy? You do not yet understand that you selected a specific role to play in this now, and you are diligently preparing for that role. Perhaps an analogy might help you better understand. Let's pretend you were selected for a stage role in 3D you coveted for years, completed your climb up the mountain. Now you must learn your lines and prepare for the actual role, and so you are. Meaning you are letting go of any pieces that might hinder you, a new type of cleansing if you will. And you are doing so diligently because you captured your coveted role. Nothing is more important to you now than preparing for that role, including, as many 3D actors do, cutting your lovely hair, gaining or losing weight, shadowing someone with a similar life, learning your lines and physical placement, and on and on. None of which is necessarily joyful, but required for you to play the role to the best of your ability. Again, like salmon swimming upstream. When this energy burst passes in a couple of weeks, you will discover the joy in it all. Just as would be true in 3D, once you felt comfortable in the stage role you accepted. Your misery, if you wish to call it that, is short-lived and something you decided to accept during this dynamic energy burst. Perhaps you are angry at yourself or the universes for your feelings or symptoms. All for naught, as this is part of your new you role. Would deciding not to play your new you role or delay preparing for it help negate or shift your current discomfort? Yes, a resounding yes. But most of you rolling down the hill opted to cleanse yourself for your specific role in days instead of months. So complain all you want. Your discomfort will soon be over and an important phase completed, in a much shorter time than anticipated because of this energy burst from the universes. Those of you climbing your mountain can also grasp the brass ring that is this particular energy burst, or not. You have more flexibility than those rolling down their hill because you are moving at a slower pace and in a more general fashion. If you are beginning your mountain climb, you might wish to use this energy burst to speed your ascent, or not. For you are moving at the pace correct for your being. Even though this energy burst might be tempting for those of you climbing your mountain who always do extra work, you might be prohibited by your physical being. The same is true for others of you at all stages of your mountain climb. Once energies, as are directed to Earth now, have entered Earth's atmosphere, they remain. So those of you bemoaning that you are too tired or too something to grasp this brass ring, allow yourself to be. You will discover this energy at a time more appropriate for you. Those of you who completed your climb up the mountain are most certainly grasping the brass ring that is this huge energy burst. You will most likely feel some discomfort as you prepare for your new you role, as is true for most 3D actors preparing for their roles. Learning lines, movements, physical alterations, new perceptions and interactions is not necessarily easy, but required to fulfill the role you have long coveted. Many of you are crying foul, for you expected rolling down your hill was going to be fun, and so it is. It is just that this particular energy burst, that you requested we might add, feels like punishment to many. Instead, it is merely a short-term preparation for the 5D, 6D or 7D role you have long coveted deep within your being. You have gathered the segments necessary for this role. You have completed your general cleansings and now you are diligently preparing to create your role, that is, your assessment of that role. Perhaps others would play your role a bit differently. It does not matter. It is your role. So it is that it is time for you to claim both you and your new role. Your discomfort will end in a few days. And that is when you will begin your first role of new you. A glorious thought indeed. Allow yourself to feel the joy in that as you prepare to accept the mantle of your new role. For indeed the only difference between you and a 3D actor being offered and accepting a role they have coveted for years is that you cannot yet understand the results of your preparation. Go in peace knowing that you are preparing for the role of your lifetime, to date. So be it. Amen. Channeled by Brenda Hoffman. www.lifetapestrycreations.com